first time I've used those work lights on this kayak, and they work pretty great. The cover out here is a little shorter than I remember even, but it'll still be fine for the kayak. Hearing some ducks quacking for sure. Wind is predominantly west. It's supposed to be pretty strong wind today, so there might be some wind noise in the camera. But I am kind of at my spot here. Right now it's west-southwest, but it's supposed to switch to west-northwest. I'm just kind of on a point, on a western point, so we'll hope that does the trick for us. Just a couple minutes before shooting time. Wind is picked up, birds are flying around, so it's a good thing I'm tucked into the H12 kayak here. I am without any motion decoys that work today. I forgot the poles to 2 of my spinners at the house, which somehow I knew I was going to do. And my other spinner has been acting funny all year and is not working properly, so at least the wind is blowing to help move the decoys. Also, for those keeping track, I have got 29 ducks this year. Last year was, funnily enough, is that a word, funnily? I don't think so. Funny enough, last year was my record-breaking duck year with 30 ducks, and I'm at 29. So we have 1 more duck. I tie it, 2 more, I break that record. But we do have birds up flying around, so that's a good thing. Well, I did have a nice pass of birds come in, but couldn't hit them. I always struggle shooting from this, like, the layout position, and then for whatever reason, when it's really windy and the birds are just hovering still, I have a hard time shooting them too. So bad combination. Typically on windy days and layout hunts like this, my shooting struggles, but what are you gonna do? There's a lot of birds around to shoot, so hopefully we get some more opportunities. Well, the wind has picked up and has switched from west-southwest to west-northwest, and it's really clouded up. So maybe this will bring some birds my way. We'll see. Well, that's my first great head of the year. Well, my GoPro battery might have died, but I just shot my first Drake greenhead of the year. So right there, baby. That's also duck number 30, so that ties my best season ever. But man, the wind has really picked up. Whew. Well, now the snow and sleet start to come in, and I am beat after getting that duck. Holy crap. Whew. Man. The wind's blowing so fast that I didn't want him to like get away from me, so I just kind of like run up to him through the water and through the mud. And, man, I kind of wish I had a dog, but one of these days I'll get one. Man, this Marsh is white capping. I'm sure the audio is terrible right now with all this wind, but it is super windy. It snowed just a little bit, and it is just blasting in here. And there's birds everywhere. Huge flocks, but they do want to just hang out in the middle for some weird reason. See if we can pick off stragglers though. I just missed another shot. I think it was a hen spoonie, but you know, would have taken another duck. But I really struggle shooting out of this kayak, especially in high wind. I think the high wind just like throws off my like where I think my lead should be on the with shooting. I don't know. Not shooting good today. And I gotta say, I've been hunting out of this Ascend H12 for like probably 6 or 7 years. At the time I bought it for like $700, and it is one of the best duck hunting purchases I've ever made. Like, it really is. You can just pretty much disappear with this stuff. Wow. God. Dang it. That sucked. That was bad. Like, I don't think I'm getting my head down. Like, I'm just not having a good day shooting today. Probably could have been done by now, limit-wise, but I have one. Oh well. I mean, what are you gonna do? Try and do better, I guess. A lot of birds. And they come over here. This is kind of what they've been doing all day, though. It's cool to see all these birds. They've been getting up and rafting in the middle, and then kind of bouncing around and going from raft to raft, and they're not really coming to the outskirts so much. I mean, they're kind of staying in big groups. It's like, on one hand, it's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of birds around, and it's cool to see them all. But it's like, yeah, they just like, they're not coming over here, you know? Just kind of sort of staying in the middle. I mean, they're acting kind of stale. I don't know if they're all stale or if any new ones have moved in with them. I'm not sure, but it's also kind of a big place and there's not a whole lot of people to move them around, so that may not be helping anything. Big old raft of them out there. There's a lot of ducks mixed in with it too. That's where they want to be. That's what they want to do. Big old rafts. Not really asking too many questions about dumping into them. Meanwhile, my spread is kind of spread out. I've got, you know, I don't think it's very visible, and it's not very raft-like. It's like 11 o'clock. I might pick up here before too long and do some scouting. Because, again, it's cool to see a lot of ducks around, but they just don't work into your spread. I just don't think my spread is big enough or visible enough. Again, my spinners, I have 0 working spinners with me. I left 2 poles at home, and then the one that I have with me is not, it's been acting up all season. It'll work a little bit, and then it'll quit, and then you think you got it fixed, and then it'll quit, and then, yeah. So, I just need to throw that thing away and get a different one. But because I don't have any spinners, like my decoys are kind of tucked into the grass, which I thought would look good. Like, you know, the birds are kind of tucked in out of the wind and kind of hiding, you know, if they're pressured birds, it simulate what I think would be realistic. But yeah, like I said, they don't seem to have any problem rafting out in the middle with oodles of coot. So it's kind of hanging out. They're not coming out onto the edges of the place too much at all. Well, guys, I am getting out of here. Even though I only got 1 duck today, I missed a bunch. I mean, there were some frustrations, but it's still worth coming out. I still tied my best season ever. I just got to get 1 more duck the rest of this season to break that record for myself. Got my first Drake mallard for the year, so that's good. So, you know, not very happy with my shooting, but ultimately the hunt was fun. So I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching an episode of Deeply Driven Outdoors. We will catch you on the next one.